Plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex, coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. With a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Front, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and after the the yacht party. Now for your yes, also the romantic dinner party. No, so package when you know, yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person will be each dime back one. Now so one person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come a bush for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudu nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa akosi kaswa ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So ukoton ko ade a enye bia wo se wutu mu a eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
So the whole wild world, Ghana, and I mean, we are seeing no. It drew by this time, you know where Obia Air Sammy Flex TV on YouTube. Why? Because I have you know more entertainment. You di and I feel so you extra entertainment. You might feel, have a feel of what entertainment looks like in and of course outside the industry. And then I bet you would be Otimo say, my palm for no, am I ready to rock, roll, educate, teach, inform, and I feel so accept your teachings same way. My name MC Berima, your favorite MC is MC, and in the shots with me is my finest blogger, Roland Amate, a blogger of Roland Report. That's that one.
Pepe. Oh yeah. Oh, nyame adom ye ginem just that sikam period into tinaka near the lorry furnish shoot to the man or friend one shout over to me and over to you to me so and it says in a mate in a kind and get 4 CDs unim say will be the chinia now we see about
exactly. You know, say I didn't want to bring it up because I was backstage, but I didn't want to bring it up. But Chemo, it feels like it's becoming unbecoming. It's becoming outrageous.
Yeah, but a difficult say who say they are being reasonable or not, and the reason is that to near to petrol to endrum to anwamu to aduane a auto and say driver no ono want to need him or this can no compare chance so akoto aduane di on and you don't know how obe gauge say this is okay and this is not okay because a free market and you know there and a good option about if a beer in some situations a buy or car na a buy DNA for obi abekwa akofo no and you know say oh yeah trotro na sa na abeja e be force am what so because obi ekwa akofo the air for oh the board and yema in a market like that no a way to control the market when there's competition now a binum better or more so by the say no omunyana de jisa and you unya baby amfa oh so Chinese as a open service in nko there
just say na it bust my mind say I mean tia say obi anopa mafa ka ababedu ha say na me say far return here two see the difference
that's it and American say heading but that's how our market work especially in a free market society like Ghana say Ghana we don't control things market and control them and you know some of these things will happen because say about to see na omumu be smart na say omoka na also beti ono ne first wa obenye nipa chen omo matumu no because obia rational human being bia will want to pay less and in the event say me wo trotro me hu ze obia age 7 cedi wo kwan so na me se me age 6 cedi 90 pesos amount for days 1 peso or say 2 peso no be be fro odie no
and I feel say like I say obia also take advantage of it and phone not transport alone per se o come market we if I say a product here turn e dia 2 cedi obeko na we dia 3 cedi obeko we dia 35 obeko we dia 4 cedi obeko bisa obeka say atu yin
say no in free market that's how it is and you know obetum based on the amount for better pricing and you know pricing no betimi e the difference na ba the area no no obi any ho bi dia ene na mawu but it's a competition or overhead the neighbor they no so then they are just trying to beat the market and you know it's sad but it's we should just find a way to manage it.
Nana, you work as a real neighbor we are now because they see real baby we are never be see a neighbor encounter.
I think say
I say real say can say baby
I think say enyemama heading and enyemama be cost so heading more and you know we should just embrace certain realities na yenye ejuma say ubeye nyeme bi are surviving because it is not as if say what is happening now no personally I don't see it going back.
Oh, for real? Say, be outrageous prices.
No.
Oh, me, I have the feeling. Say, if the government should set and then go into
the best thing, the government can do, Nana, chemo my options. No, especially when it comes to transport. You see, right now everybody is trying to give an excuse of fuel, and they said, "But you're young catfish." Crab catcher said, "Watum because you have to fuel." My name is catfish. I'm fuel. But only feed you fertilizer. I understand. I understand. See, at a point that will be a say fuel the ya 2 months or 2 BB. Then the option that Chabo is giving, you bet me out to fuel no more. But if the government is smart, or bet me a commercial transportation amount of for the onokwa for enyama wo isunyane a okwa for bus bi no. Or bet me afro buying bus. Ama bar a prices never moderate. So what I say, but if them right now, I think that our means of transport as a country, just two no crap no. Will be money mean for first one, which is air, and a second one a land, which is car na front Okada. Say see asa, you need train, you need commercial train be because okay and me calculate say 50 akọ kwashima nko for we mu 80 this intimate me mate the train I mean it enti yen kan and the ba ko pe the yen fan cancel enti sanka ya de anka e wo ho a then you are comparing the prices to see say no okay me food train moderate enti me food train mate me akọ buying bus and also tickets in our form. You understand? But if they are sitting there like this watching us suffer and every day a better fool, of course, Obia better already in the end in your boy and chrono that whether increment of fuel or said then your boy and chrono that because you're no tone at Adiano episode or onyasi cantem. The autumn toes and so person onyasi change the autumn at Adian. The autumn pabwa episode onyasi change the autumn back into Obia she ne price ne target our person or hate before and sana year ne be end inti saa ne be kon sa ban na anya smart won say say okay ma me pe commercial buses bi fa we gu na yetna hey say GPLC you for cost striker enye private cars nko a amount for cost strike back bi na enye amount for private individuals cars amount to amount for the cost strike but ask yourself say your government buses and they ye juma 247 baby I be trains ye juma na ye okay you nso say dey use nti na make say same na e betena dia entra hamfa wa dream in fact so yes sir you are just raising your hopes just to be disappointed in the years to come until part to expectations so say nyama mu ba be ye for no teso because enye
what is making me also say that be a bit my age man say in the times na COVID ever very severe near some BNP what you say when your chance now come market Gary look the amount you be watch now we remember so but sani mo we nyina ever from na the COVID never for na bibia in stabilize now what's the prices now essence to back down
and no a different situation cra pandemic is see na exactly because omunim wine crapper ye be ka say ye lockdown if year so until be abetimi go back to normal in ejuma until be me say me ka say the first time no more announcing and I was like it just say duane na e wo fi understand ye be den it is so amount for third duane or dia shifie just to keep or to make the family survive keke enti na be market people no so be yes black market business you know until the government should just do something.
All right, Roland and what on until the MBN kind of wants because me man can do crap because only don't the cash.
Wasn't why wasn't why
so
no you see our transport system is increment we are the abano. I think say the majority of the conversation all boils down to the transport system. If there are moderate means of like looking at the transport system ways now ebeboa because obi obetum bia no okoka say ade we enum petrol it will all boil down to send me the car na come buy and it is the car that takes the fuel until say fuel cost repair then automatically you know say it affects almost everything a car deba. It affects almost everything a car deba, and we know the level of imports. So I Chroma say. Funny enough, mona ye importing na sisia because things are going up no, and not skyrocketing no. Anka sisia no, anka this is probably the best time anka the locally grown foods now. Yeah, market say eat Ghana na eat Ghana na. This is the time that the campaign should have been high. But funny enough, even the local rice products ne crown also as skyrocketed crowd community. Yeah, importing it to the extent say now people still do not know whether to still patronize the local one or go for the foreign one because and can be a foreign your friends say products in your turn 20 Ghana. Now we're gonna local one here 10 cities. Definitely you buy the local one. You'll be forced to do it. But if some of these things are not looked at, especially the train system, I don't know what government house has been like as a because probably they drive the V8 and all that. They don't see the need. But I tell you, if the rails were to be working, the number of your friends and sales or mobile it will even be more than even private cars. because o check even omu rates or more the cover any omu speed crampo it is better than cars na no. And these are some of the ways to even save traffic. But and even when somebody decides to manufacture or try to do some of these things to help minimize some of these effects. Obi to me assemble car. Yes, a car no assemble or has it. On some duty. Until so be important car no acquire duty. Now me so me a car no croma na many duty, many the same duty. Then what is the sense in it? Then why don't I also sit down now me so yeah important sir? Then we all know say the na do kadaya sir.
Yeah, boy bro.
Boy.
All right, you move away from that angle because then and one yet say you fast that can say I'm currency that the guitar Rasta Richie Flex and of course Lappy G. Now for you move on straight to business. Andra, if you were part of Sammy Flex TV, you show near here and you will realize we discussed Hogbe Chocho Shatta. Ne show na okoya and kayeso perform na win to me and perform now. Now he's come out with the reason because we told you definitely say we are going to enter into it proper now definitely yeba be mouth reasons in here win to me and performing. Waba bonting abe expressing the displeasure on it and the reason why he didn't perform. Same way Dinah Hamilton also actually Dentia oko O2 Indigo. Price omoji no. It's just like twice a gospel artist price omoji no. It's just like twice of a secular artist. Why? Ni nyina so your video honoma uchiri mu honoma. You be that side and so. Same way Bulldog on Shatta issues ekofa the late Fennec Ochre asemso ne ba no. Now Bulldog has released, I mean on the lawyers ome release papers e kire say Shatta Brabontin never say asema mekan man can within 8 days so went to me a ho asonsan so e wo honom afei so one final one Sarkodie e dey ababontin about the JAMZ no na sisi ana opese o kire say ope radio station bia na DJ di ono betena ase no ma play back to back nice one ama man for afili we na man for anti ase I mean the media practitioners no e bi anti ase no ma so regional ne konso before no say yenko BBC because yenye wo level blah blah nsem bebre nene e be cancel so sit back relax near starting free chamoso na yenko hwe Dinah Hamilton na yi o kire say uko O2 Indigo say bia akwakope show akobo omo auditorium ne honoma sika ne yeje as a gospel artist na is far bigger than the secular artists. Your video be honoma ye be say share ye nkohwe sa video ne ba ye be start feature most like I said earlier no so I drop in a submission on it nti ye nkotwa ye ho nkotwa video ne brasisia
O2 there's O2 Arena there's O2 Indigo
no me can
Arena is about 20 O2 there's O2 Arena there's O2 Indigo
no me can
Arena is about 20 something thousand
yes and then Indigo they say so kakra
Arena I haven't looked there. Indigo is where I think say everybody in Ghana has gone.
Yes, sure.
Anybody free Ghana wakono akoye O2 Indigo.
Yeah.
And I'll be lying to you if I say I haven't gone to see them, and I'll tell you what happened. The last experience I did in London, which is a Quintupa experience with Dinah Hamilton, I wanted to go to O2 Indigo. So we went to see them. Not for its capacity, because baby I'm a year experience, has a much bigger capacity than the Indigo. You have to stand in Indigo to match up the seated capacity in Dominion Center. Nayate said renting the place was about £12,000 for Indigo. See, we said, so we'll push it and go. You do your own say a gospel, no? It pushed us to £25,000.
Why?
Because we can't sell alcohol at Indigo when it's a gospel event.
Okay.
So you see how expensive it gets.
Wow.
When it comes to the gospel.
Power FM.
See, we were told when we were going in, and so we were like, okay, Abosua 15. We'll cough it up. It took us to £25,000 because my The people coming there will not buy. And they said it to us. There are so many rules governing halls in the UK that, you know, we might not be able to all the rules, but this is I'm talking from my team. Yeah.
Okay. And that is
okay. So Chamo, yentie side. I know say baby Obekobiano. Yes, if you go to the room, do what the Romans do. Definitely, baby Obekobiano, they will have their policies, their all share gospel artists to say Diana Hamilton or person called Sadie. Now you're more surprised with them. Are they being fair to the gospel fraternity, especially with their policies like this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they are doing business, not charity work, or they are they are not doing religious work. If I should put it that way, that you say that okay. Because I think she may also go somewhere that they will reduce the price because it's from yes, because it's from Christians or maybe Muslims and all that. So I think it is fair. And why it is fair? Because they have done it not just because of Diana Hamilton. Is there, and their reasons is valid. If you are doing gospel event there, they will not sell as they want to sell, and they don't just charge you to use the event. They also push for the fact that people will buy a lot of things from them. So if they can calculate and see that no, you coming there, they may not achieve the other side as in the business part of it. They have to find a way to get it. So if you pay double, maybe it will compensate for the low patronage they will get in people buying less alcohol or something like that.
And I'm not for Sapa Indigo.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, not only Indigo. Wherever you go and there are alcohol in there or it's allowed based on the kind of activity that you are doing there, I mean, you get patronage. And again, I think when we went to Dubai, there's something similar like that. There was a place that we went. Yes, in fact, the other non-alcoholic drinks are free. But if you want to take alcohol, you pay. Yes, that's
after the desert.
Yes, where we had our dinner and all. Yes, they had a policy there. You can take drink non-alcoholic drink free. You can take as much as you want, but if you want to take alcohol, you pay. So it's a policy that, I mean, obviously it's been there, so you just have to follow it. And I mean, I would advise Diana Hamilton and any gospel artist, there are alternatives. I mean, he can do it in some of the big churches there, or as she said, they did it. She has done one at a place which is even the capacity is bigger than that of the O2 Indigo. So you just have to look at the options that you have. But it's interesting that they have a policy like that, and that's how you manage a place so that you won't go at a loss or something. I mean, if we had something like that and they were being straight on it in our place here, we can get a lot of places for people to use as an event grounds, even for the private sector and even government sector as well. So I'm not so surprised, and well, they should just find an alternative, and it's interesting the way they manage the place anyway.
All right, so you move on to Roland, and maybe same question. Do you think that they are being fair with the gospel artists when it comes to like issues like this now? And then apart from that, what you say, Diana Hamilton, Senana Chemokano, Obitumi or different auditoriums, even bigger than O2 Indigo. But then the word or the place O2 Indigo, as an artist, which make a more honor, it adds some, value to your craft or something like that.
Oh, Barry, I need a true. You see, every organization, any their almost share. And some people attain certain heights, even in terms of name and stuff, and it doesn't come cheap. It comes at a cost, and even years of experience and years of managing and maintenance. So I kind of understand their policies a little bit. But then if you are on the receiving end, as in the team Diana Hamilton or like if the event organization team, it looks very, very unfortunate. That's how I would see it. But if you own our manage place, or you run such businesses, you can clearly understand. You know, some of these auditoriums, some come with recreational center. Be one or recreational center. Some auditoriums come as to say grand arena, say just flat. So if you would want to do some form of refreshment and all that, you would have to seek external.
Yeah.
Understanding? There are some auditoriums that sound, stage, lights, everything. You would have to bring them from outside. Yeah. There are some like the theaters and all that, the conference centers that has some of these things in there, and nina but with certain cost. So if the Indigo O2 Arena people are saying that, okay, we can give you for £12,000, that is if you are coming, they are giving you 12,000 because when the event is happening, let me give you this example. When you are taking a conference room, let's say from the likes of Moving Picnic and Pinsky, usually when you book the whole conference room, it has its own charge. Okay. When you book with kitchen, it has a different charge. But then
sometimes when you book with the hotel rooms, some of the hotel rooms,
but mostly if it is a one night event now, more yakwa, and then the hotel rooms they just add it to it, a package in home. But then what I mean is that if you are ubuki space now, you bet me so the space is for 20,000. But when you book with kitchen, 22,000. You see the difference. So sometimes you'll be tempted to add the kitchen to it. Yeah. So that at least more bano would be refreshed a little bit. Which is why most people would want to host these kind of big balls and dinners and all that at the place. So that you can have some of these things to complement your event. In the auditorium, biane dia provided and the cost at which it comes with. Dominion, and I think Dominion Center is about 2,000 capacity, and Indigo O2 is 1,800. So it is just a 200-seater difference.
But we are talking about the name.
Yes, and I make an but with some form of add-ons, and so you can get Dominion, which is about £2,000. Like you may say it is about 12,000, but we are talking about 12,000, so £12,000 here. But then, if you are not Dominion Center, it is a grand arena. There's nothing in there, and you would have to provide your form of refreshments and everything in order to complement or make your event rich. But with Indigo O2, they have their own bar. So, when you are planning for refreshment for your audience, obesiki external help. Omoba program no mo pensia to mbenya we. Afi number ewe mbenya we. So all these ones into say minimum say total package, Say no can say £25,000, Yeah. That means the real price for the auditorium is £25,000. So yi bar no, and the bar na crack ho £25,000. But even can't just say to you £25,000 because they don't even know the cost that you can even incur at the bar. Into the moderate time on normal 12,000, so that they can also in business terms take that risk of covering the other 12,000 or 13,000.
Using the bar. Okay. And
any other thing that complements the whole now will be into a hand go hand come. Actually, so because at the end of the day, if somebody comes to your event and if you have some form of refreshment in Sakakra, in Siukakra, not the bar is very closer to the auditorium or attached to the whole place. Now it's kind of it makes it convenient for the person. But if the person would have to travel far and near after coming to your program to get even water, very unfortunate. So I think business wise it makes sense. It is just about what you can afford, its terms and conditions. Kempinski moving per conference room. It is as beautiful as any other conference room or auditorium, say all different places. But then whatever they bring in your rules and regulations, To me, there are even some auditoriums that Okoje catch us about 12 yapon. To me, even some halls in Mr. Halls, spaces in Legon campus. If you have a outdoor events car for the students, I think some of them they have time. It lose that time when you catch yourself on
only 2 weeks.
It's any auditorium or any space that you want to purchase has its own rules and regulations, and sometimes it is like they are trying to support you but you don't know. So if you want to go all out, then that is where they will give you the £25,000. So to me, I think it is fair.
Okay, you move on to Nana Regan. Now also the same question in Bisano. Bra, also what do you want to say?
I think business you want to say business or and this is a typical example of it. I mean, it makes no sense. Say Obeka say on ton alcohol and tea, you want to shoot the price up when the normal rate and as a price I even say the high place, you know, bonds, you know, is £12,000. It is just elimination by rough tactics.
Yeah,
it is business politics, and it is accepted. It is accepted in the business space. I name say a reality say a cost, but and yes, say it is accepted. Say a something writer. I was say a man a cost a didn't for. So what I say? It is so unfair. Say on Becca say 12,000 I will charge it for secular events, you know. Or the bar account, or your motor alcohol until charge 12,000. And no crab bar next account. Say me use rule and analogy now. Or the bar need be account or say 12,000. But we now all ban with some demands will be taken off. Be on per bar. I say will be rent to event center. No, so who event center I be a program or a program now me no. I might not need
this
the bar. I might not need this space. I need all this sound. And I say and I'm renting it. So just give me price. But minimum say the more demands I obey no. And also na be my price na cost. So me I was expecting say Obeka say, because say you call on man, omunim say a gospel artist, maybe you bought life, maybe you bought life, and based on the life equipment, so omuka somebody provide this equipment, and they are mine, they are host show now, and then the member price and they shoot you 25,000, and not that excuse of yeah no more Saturn. Who told you say even secular artists no more audience no more no alcohol. Some don't take alcohol. And you bet me I show on my alcohol consumption from. But still you take the 12,000.
Yeah.
What did they make can I say? So you cannot just use the alcohol intake as an excuse. Who you say no pay elimination by rough tactics. You just don't want the people there. And that's the reality. They don't want any gospel related especially because when you read on, I think there are some unknown to me, some unknown international artists be more show Indigo O2 so I don't know say no maybe that's what I'm on say be about £25,000 need bargain and no but if the rate I want say as for everybody, every artist, and then the moment another artist in the name of a gospel artist comes to you, and then you want to use the intake of alcohol to just increase your price and to prevent them from having the place. I mean, it is so unfair, and it shouldn't. It's then in another man's land into. Your opinions have little to do with the changes that can be made. That is what is going on over there. That is the reasons why. For all you know, crap, and yes, some of the things that we are even saying here, crap, motivate your man, I say, inspire the changes of the price for secular events and gospel events. They might have their own reasons unknown to some of us. So what did the American say? But if you bring it down to understanding what they are saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
All right. Thank you very much, Nana Regan. Be a part of the show, and then the comment section is reserved for you. What is your take on this very first topic that we have discussed? are they being fair to the gospel fraternity, or are they being fair to Dinah Hamilton, since she's the case study now? We want to switch from the gospel frat and then enter into the camps of success musics, headed by Michael Owusu Ado, aka Sarkodie. Ono release ne JAMZ album, the latest album of say, I mean Abba Bonte, but then Ono take it time to Twitter and o Twitter say I want to be on a radio station with a dope DJ while we premiere hashtag JAMZ album live. Play the music back to back, maybe Thursday. This is what Ono posted here. Now I see say a lot of media practitioners now are not really happy. I've been cool with the post now here in the sense that some time ago, Sarkodie in an interview, ebe make some menga say loose stock and achemo. No, you loose stock, right? Obe make a document. But then people it didn't sit well with. Okay, it was a loose stock to some people. We good? Okay. Yes. Now, or post here idea we know David German portfolio. That is my main man MC portfolio. Obetrola say go to hashtag BBC. Bossy, in your own words, we are all local champions, and you don't need us to take. You don't need us at this point in your career. You only act friendly to Ghanaian media when you have an album coming up. After all you said, social media made you not Ghanaians, not Ghanaian media. Make we our lane hashtag JAMZ album with some some nice AB coming. Okay, same way Gerald Israel also picking the same Sarkodie post. No, say when you need me for media engagement, I won't come. I am busy. But when I have a project coming and I need your services, you better don't decline. This is what also actually. Now, Bra, Chamo, Mr. comparing what Sarkodie said, and now that he wants the media people to help him on this one, is it contradicting? And I say, how do you see it?
No, not at all. It's not contradicting. I mean, I don't know why they are going this level. It's either they didn't understand Sarkodie's position, or they intentionally wants to, twist the whole thing and then say whatever they want to say. And we have people like that. They will twist the meaning of what you are saying and then say their own thing. I never heard Sarkodie or even had the understanding that he doesn't need any local media. He didn't say that. What he said was that you media people, local media people, you are pushing me to go international. Why don't you also go international? Why do you then interpret it as it means I don't need you, you don't need me?
Okay.
That's not what he said. I mean, we can push and say that, well, Zach, next time, since we are not international but still you need us, I think you better talk well, or when next time when you get a question like that, you know how to answer. But if you want to push the agenda that he said that he doesn't need the local media, no, I would disagree with it. And even at that point, I disagreed with Sarkodie because I thought that, Massa, people are pushing that you go international. If you have a defense, you can say that I'm already international. Because me, I regard Sarkodie as an international artist.
Yeah, definitely.
He has it. Go to all the African countries. Go to even Europe, some part of Europe. It's not as big as maybe comparing it to some people. But Sarkodie is also international. He will be recognized wherever he goes as a musician coming from Africa. Taking awards and all that. So me, I disagreed with him then. But I didn't get the impression that he doesn't need the local media. So I don't know why they are going this direction.
So the impression that others were creating when Sarkodie made mention, they are saying that he made mention that if you are, say, a media person in Ghana here and you haven't gotten to that level, you don't have to,
you don't have the moral right to criticize him to go international.
Yes, that's it.
So the thing was specific. He was talking about going international and people pushing him to go international. That was the conversation. It wasn't about I don't need the local media. I don't need anybody to push me. That wasn't the conversation. The conversation was about media pushing him to go international, and he was just returning a favor. You to go international, and I'm repeating myself. I disagreed with him on that, but I didn't get impression that he doesn't need the media. So the way that people are setting their agenda, I mean, it's not working for me, and I think some people can go that direction when they disagree with you, and by this one, me, I won't buy it, and I hope others will also say that no, if you have something else to say it, but this one there, no, I'm not buying it.
Okay, but in that context, you also disagreed with Sarkodie those days. Like
Yes.
And now that he needs the media to do all these things, is there no complications around?
No, it's a business thing. I mean, Sarkodie, you can say that I will charge you if you appear on my platform, and he will decide whether you will come or not. In fact, getting Sarkodie on your platform too is money. The traffic on your platform will be huge, and you can also benefit from it. So if anybody hosting Sarkodie is not free. It's a business thing. Just that you can say it or you can decide not to say it. If you host Sarkodie on your show, listening to his album, it's a business for you. It's not free. So I don't even get the angle that they are coming from. You can charge him to appear on your platform. Sarkodie said this or tweeted this because he wants somebody to come out and say that, oh, Sark, I will do it with you. I mean, Sarkodie, he knows some media guys that he could have just called them.
But then, in other words, have you also heard before that a lot of the media people, I mean practitioners, have been complaining that it's very difficult to get in touch with Sarkodie for interviews like this? Have you heard that?
Of course, even me, the time that I was active with KSM production, I mean, we like...
You struggled a little bit.
Oh yeah, sometimes you call him and he will say, no, I don't have time. Sometimes he will say, oh, I'll come by you, let's make it this date and all that. He is now negotiating and controlling the system at that point because he's the price here. Master, if you get him on your platform, you are good. In fact, it's even a form of endorsement. Like if Sarkodie is appearing on your show,
okay. So don't you think that's the way they are also trying to retaliate what he's been doing to them?
Yes, of course, but let's see what will happen. Who will lose in this case? I mean, even Facebook, Sarkodie can get a DJ and do that thing with that DJ on Facebook or on YouTube. But Sarkodie still may need some local media to push it. And that thing is not free. That's my point. It's not free. So if you don't want him, it means you don't want the business. And it has nothing to do with his comment. Me, like where I'm standing now is that what is happening now, Sarkodie calling for somebody to play the album back to back has nothing to do with him commenting that if you want me to go international, you to go international. It's different thing altogether, and I'm saying it again that I disagree with him for that comment
alone. But
I don't see any link between him calling for someone to do this album launch with and that comment. No, I don't see the link.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to Nana Regan. Honestly, the submission on this.
I am not surprised some of these comments are coming in after or announcing the JAMZ track list. But because we are talking about track list, let me also say that Rough Town Records artists Wendy Shea and so are announcing a track list for the first ever EP. Also, when you release the EP, so when him say to this year, you EP back.
That's it.
Answer na album na kasa beba na di kind we abe prapra kwam say okay mom be kwan ni mo na omo madane ni na ntini enweki
adwuma
na enti so hwa muda na habibi mariama o na ruthless one man new level answer na the current hit song our system because Oko Shazama top 200 most Shazam songs in Ghana at the number 10
Oh wow.
Yes, Heaven. That's the 7th song. And then Odi can release the answer na. Friday, I did the whole package in Ankasankasa. I mean, it is doing very well with the science and data people. Those who do the research, they can go online. They can, check it out. So Friday.
Why you got
Friday, the Bebro. Oh, I'm just saying it because since we are all releasing on the same date. I think Kwabna is also releasing on Friday.
Yeah.
So it's a lady against two
gurus,
elephants men. So I mean, you can.
But when
the queen is also an elephant.
We know what she can.
No, the EP there, you will love it. I mean, it is getting close to the Pemuka album now. Untimi and skip your song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you will love all the 7 songs. I mean, you can't skip. Yeah, so
the Habibi
Friday people should.
Best.
You Abeka say Okrapo or Prophet. It is my favorite.
The Habibi.
Yeah, it's a very nice song. So. Oh yeah,
Habibi.
It's a very nice song. So Friday people should just watch out for it. And say some of our media people have taken that stance. In fact, say Sarkodie Krabe catch him say he wasn't expecting this. I'll be disappointed in him. Commenting our pass here. Assembly our can be and who soon so
definitely.
And said you'll be a better as any position will be a better fan on. Won't mean young what did I make an attention? You're guiding for when you are speaking publicly, especially when you have that status. You're a public figure, you're a celebrity, you're a man for a market. What you say? Because they don't want a lot of people to take certain stance and as a position be against you. Entina you be correct, you be mark say kasa ya na wan kasa yi. What the can I say? So I mean in some comments, on make reference to late Komla Dumbo. Say or no or then they call BBC what he was trying to mean is say if a lot of local or more from local media for no BBC and kebi an common so much channel drag na my baby or no Sarkodie person would drew internationally kebi anka would drew enti omo take his position maybe the question running through their heads is that as local media people with their local platforms can they help you project this JAMZ album do Sarkodie brand be through international standard level now open if your answer to that question is yes, then you should know that then you did not speak well. Yes, to some extent one kasai because these people have been holding you down since me they be a say you can't artists media holding it down, especially rap artists are media holding it down. I will chrome with power. Sarkodie number 1. I'm telling you, Sarkodie number 1. Some of us we know certain details why intimate share our platform is so, but we were there when certain agenda was created. It started. Our microphone program be a trade fair. When person me will budin baby. It is a case media na hold the artists be down. I am telling you that Sarkodie is one of such Ghanaian artists. Media for hold you on down. So when you are making that media war or you are creating or making comments a bit media and artist war then you should watch how you make such comments. Omo and no more kasa say me na chemo ka be say business. Me na me your man ka me take a position on my taking. But I also don't see anything wrong with the position on my family. Say me na regana. Me fa phone affairs Sarkodie. Ka just say me platform we. Name mum no me DJ no. So on no be yes back to back. I mean I show track list na. It be $10,000.
Yes.
Na ma catch no yeah. What places on them be a business win for me. One penetra be can I baby na me so me manage me local platform
and who's going to lose?
It would depend. You see, when saying somebody will lose because Sarkodie be appear. Sarkodie have not appeared on a lot of platforms. They have did
but then so definitely ombenya credits.
Me say onko that's the question.
No.
Omo who and you artists will chrome with one. Amount artists are back. Oman platform be so platform ne that's wo artist ni ho biem. That is the only time you can make that comment about who is losing or who lost or what. The artist will not lose at this point. Artist be able to lose a time I be or no based on the vision and the plans ne be a person or boko. So to me do our destination now. Lose here. But the moment support ne ahode ne energy o hia fi nkrofo bi mo na ntimi amba mo we nduru sam pempe. So that you can just say straightly to the face of that artist we lose. So what the American say?
Yeah.
Say Sarkodie and co be platform so now the China radio station call offer. We lose. So what the American? But if the radio station is still running, now I'm back and say waboka anti or bound chain for bailout. Where the guy say we lose? You lose is still in the business. He's doing business with other people.
Okay.
So what I say? And to say, men are not regular. Men, by social media and betro, and our car say, tray, until they say, a business. At this point in time, Krameti make us no crowd and a wamba. Say, I know, tweet, at the tweet, no, a very strategical. Oh, friend, the pen on anybody free. Unimo. Oh, yeah, DJ now friend the penase or no my opportunity as or no endorse say oh be biama said na chemo kan. What I say a very in business sense a very strategic. And na ono tuka no ba office say oh Charlie minimum DJ Berima oh me say oh yeah de pa ono so nkofo di nechi fine when it comes to the way obonyo me ade or on the audience nti me person the show so no me pana you review JAMZ winner. You also speak business with him. So what I say?
Yeah.
Me fan say be our kokwa me say fa kan show so. Kokroko ne so Friday we kokroko we there. Yeah, the Bible review Sarkodie JAMZ. Enti yen share dan ka politics bebre. Ya fa DJ ba ko bia Candyman, Yellow Man na obi ne na ko si studio ne kwa me say fa kan.
DJ sticker.
Sticker don't need more.
No, I mean only debate my phone.
Oh yeah.
That's fine for more
Bebre.
Yeah, but I mean, the DJ sticker make campaign.
Ah, okay. You wait me afro bia. Na ya fa sa DJ ne na kwa she studio hono mo. Na de kwa me se fa kan ti microphone chi ye boy nyo no ba ko no busa won question. Na Sarkodie answer na. Masa. Sa platform no so no. Ubetua. Utuka akọ hono ma. Ubetua. I just say be omo mu fi omo pema fa ehun the need to hold on with their political talks and say okay, Charlie yema wakonya na bewe. Sad nti and sometimes na ya producers bimo to say ya ye di ya say the drum rebia we feel like it is right say you best support artists in times like this omo release omo works omo projects near there but e do baby no mo so omo ye eyi kakra come aye we kakra titifie kakra ko parties kakra near there when the platforms also need them anka omo avail omo kakra but on avail no there ya na say sometimes no bo no be can straight achrew say o platform no ho enso ma on but ube hu ade ade be chi baby obo hu say ana obi obo hu so te sa platform no so no ana obo hu say the baby asa nipa na ye interview we busa say nti we na see me play platform we na see music council nti who sa nipa no also because you are also running a business anka also at that point no hia say ono so be contribute to business flying into uye nipa bedi yaw ubedi yaw nti omo take his position no me hu bebre comment enye Gerald ni we nkwa na a lot of them maybe mo crapo they adani huru omo dey huru Sarkodie say and already said they wa busa chemo question no sa conversation e wo ho enye nde o say Sarkodie dey o pa na enye ono ne time mu a ebi obno obebet to ono ne benefita forget enye ejuma but ohun say emena so say ohiama na o place our smart business strategies no because say awato e obi bedi eme no o boss I'll be available make we do am we go come studio make we do am now I select it I no crap mu no omo be send me say ye best or best select you or best share akwa Roland
numbers price saying
all cast or take us what that Currency to domain. Okay, domain for no. Yes. So what did they make an answer? Cause what problems don't they say? So when see no crap no obe pick it. Busan say adentina obe pick it back. They all pick no dent na ebe mo wa. Then ebe click na agent say my memfa we na menko we platform so. Yeah, the same thing.
Okay.
Into be looking at certain factors be na chemo ka so numbers. Oba way so yes obi so building a platform and also one numbers say how no show business daily oba say yeah well in fact omo mu gu ase no mo comment no crap no masa omo mu ye du pan into oba ha no ma e betimi no waka business say person e hira o ejuma so kose so e betimi hira so ama so at the american say into nya wo numbers ne pe at that point no abeye like especially when you are not ready to do that cash business no like a barter trading sort of okay we be need say we be benefit say me so me benefit say na ye ni na obi akonenim but if you position yourself like you always want to be smart and the win should be for you only and the why say obi am friend no na one man be boss are back to back with that DJ now obe conclude say Ghana media and supporting no because o release JAMZ no obi amfi no
okay
so what you say
Matthias
but yen hwe say obe ready so say so obi amba is he willing and is he ready to go and do business with maybe select one say obi aso no wonye ne free and ka also budget mu no na ka obi also select media to say make e bi anka kwa me say fa kind platform and the Dusty platform, one Sammy Flex platform, Obi on social and we do also one numbers are very engaging. You select them, what your now come some year. The upper some money anymore. If you have that business heart, then fine. Because and then you know media for they take position move slow. Because they feel some of them feel like we disrespect you and I feel now about promo favor. But maybe if this God forbid, I know the JAMZ album will do very well. If it doesn't go well, nanya maybe a decline pay or the say country I blame any nabeba media
of course. Okay, all right, thank you very much Nana Regan. What is your submission on this very topic now? Yenti Roland on also na you move on to Shatta Wale.
Very the earlier we all understand say ejuma we a hand go hand come and a personal interest, you know. The earlier we understand some of these things, the better for all of us. You know, everybody is looking at their personal interest one way or the other. Sarkodie, when he made that statement, was not making it because he feels say who media no uko BBC or no ebe. He is not and yeah no need the focus. And then the focus in say Mumbeko BBC and now you guys will be that big like BBC and the CNN. No. The focus they say or no be are big na how he is going to benefit. Or no interest and our share. That is why he made that statement. He did not make that statement because he wants the industry to grow or he wants the industry to be big. No. Or per se we can say how we can see it benefit. That's how it is. And you know that is the same way everybody is also looking out for their personal interest. Because the media also wants artists to be big. So that when we talk about them, when we speak about them, we post about them, we also get that traffic. Because some of these people when you post their works, it has its own returns. Intina obia said you only newsworthy and now only that big, you know. You wouldn't find lots of people talking about him like that, unless maybe there's a particular something that is of critical interest, which will make everybody go and talk about that person's matter. Else you are lost as the wind in the system. Yet you himself or hopper, but that's how it is. But then I want to ask Sarkodie. So you see those people, the people who are taking this stance, I kind of understand them, which is why I want to ask Sarkodie this question. Say, EPR and album your episode drop okay, album, the JAMZ album, no episode dropping. Is he looking at going international? That's my first question.
But that's not your problem.
No.
He will use you locally and he will use some people for international.
I am not saying yes. I know.
In fact, he doesn't even want you to push him to go international.
I know, but I am asking some questions. Let me land. Maybe. I am asking. I am asking, say, does Sarkodie no person go international
with this album?
And yes, and when does he want to go the international?
When he's done with local.
Yes, because and Bisa said then hitting strategy fine pa. You see, when Sarkodie released the No Pressure album, he started with outside tours, man. And then on the start here, in fact, I started promo no album thing. And on the Buffy. So that's what we knew Sarkodie wanted to go international first and come local second. And you know, and when you look at the projects in Sarkodie releasing in all the successful ones, most successful ones, than the No Pressure No Release here, has all been he starts promo from here and goes outside with it. It is only the No Pressure album that he started in a promo from outside to here. If Sarkodie feels say or Sarkodie knows what even the strategy Nimpo say, we give him much more results than the other way round no use to then I will clap for him say or start if he has see. Because who say as much as say local the crown, we still contribute greatly to the success of his project. And you know, he should also know say the same way he is looking out for his interest, that is the same way some people are also looking out for their interest.
Yeah.
And you know, if he thinks okay, we don't want we are not yet at the BBC level, and you know, we don't have the moral right to tell him to go international, then I also want to put it to him, say, if tomorrow a certain Ashabiba na up a platform na Sarkodie so pe the same platform na the same platform ne ma Asha na ye jana, he shouldn't get angry.
Yeah.
Because
he will get angry.
But and
they are supporting an international artist.
Look at this. He will. Chamoja,
you're supporting more
in scenario.
Okay.
And America said that's what I'm saying. Well, no, when you say yes, when you say Sarkodie has not said that, I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying say Emanim besun say sunu. Emanim besun say sunu. Because Sarkodie sunu. Because I was so tears say na all looking out for the interest na time na obi platform ewo form na ohiao. So we ban the platform so for some form of validation and now facelift. Now I can say, oh, you don't see how it is going to be much of your interest and I benefit you own ban. You should also know say Edu maybe now also pesa platform no ni eyi e de show bentia. Membe su say Ghanaian media are not supporting you because see right now.
Also be looking at the business.
Yes. Right now. Sisiano, we have artists that they are omuba system ni mache. Sisiano, they are not getting the platforms that the likes of Black Sheriff, Stoneboy, Sarkodie, Munyan easily no. And Sisia, an artist like Tick is crying, said the media is not supporting him. Guru is crying, said the media is not supporting him. Why? Because Sarkodie tweet way. I tell you, say tweet way people are making wrong. He can have about 10 to 20 calls a day of people who want him free on their platform. But as a guru, yes, I do. I'm not taking. Yes, I do. No disrespect to them, but then they will not get that course now. Sarkodie,
not even from Nkranza.
I say
not even from Nkranza.
Nkranza, the Obenya. So you see, he should also understand, say, a business. We understand now. Everybody, Obiati as you say a business and personal interest. Into say na sisi and one who say oh, on your platform na. Ebe benefiting no more ninti na wa abeli ne ho no ochina se edania we don't want Sarkodie to come and complain say Ghanaian media is not supporting him and tesa notoriously
notoriously, I like that word. All right, so thank you very much, Roland Amate, Chemo, and our face and Nat Reagan. We want to switch and then enter into the camps of Charles Niyama Mensah, where he's come out to explain why he couldn't perform yesterday. Over the weekend at the Hogbechocho Festival ground. So now, apart from that, no, I see a picky tuning now. You should tuning in our boom. It's maybe our own picky submission. You do first on the court. The bulldog with someone. We are not so I'll come back to the Are we good on that?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm sure you are also going to like it the same way. It's Yankoshe video where Shatta was explaining the entire one performance that day. Yankoshe video by better so.
This is what the land showed you they can do. My godfather Bola, shout out to Bola. Bola call me, say some people want to do some show, blah blah blah. Bola talk to me, the thing I tell him, say Bola, I will take 200,000. Be say I record that money because that be where I catch for my life. That be how much money I for charge for my life. God tell me, be man way for tell me. So Bola call me and tell him say 200,000. I will make them brief for all of you. $200,000. Wait time say they put they don't get money and things and for look up. And Bola, yes, he's been giving me a couple of businesses here and there, so blah blah. I feel okay, cool. Say beg me that people he want me to go the show for him and stuff like that. I said, no, go for that. I go for that, it don't be anything. I'll be your godson, it don't be anything. So if maybe those kind of things, how much the people get? See they post they get 200,000 Ghana cedi. Charlie. Sometimes you go follow cheap money, and the cheap money you could give you some nonsense name, bad name. And master, careful of the money you go take. Me, if you do good, then the thing them bad. Bullet time, I said no, go for that because it be you. I don't know anybody from the airborne company where I go talk say they reach out to me personally, or maybe the CEO say they won't see me. Or them a marketing department say they won't see me. Or them a what department say they won't see me. I want to listen to Bolare. Because he had some business to do with these people. And that is how I support my godfathers. Like, yeah, for listening to them and just go do for them. Beautifully. So they can't agree. But I tell them, say, Bola, they say we go radio. I say, Bola, me this year I do. You just one radio station to go because the money self where they give me self challenge. I don't be what I charge. So I don't want long thing. I agree and everything, whatever they do and everything. Yes, they drop some cash. But they will the time say I forgo one interview for them. They are not on go because me the way the media they handle things and things. So me I like choose people who I won't go my interview with. But they tell me so it be Captain Smart. And I respect Captain Smart so much. So, as I hear say Captain Smart, so I don't meet Captain Smart. He's one of the people I watch, online, and I feel, he's like doing good, for the motherland, and he's patriotic, and I like patriotic people. So I said, oh, if it be Captain Smart, make I go there and make me have vibe. But Bola tell me, say, I forgo the interview for them. We beg. If I go this one, I don't do any other one. Maybe any other one say it will be phone call or something. So cool. Saturday morning, We make ready, me and my team. We wait, we say by 12, then we leave. Then, we just get there. And just, do whatever we do best. As we come out. Don't be say as we come out. Me, I come out from my house. My door in front for my poolside there, where I call my business manager. And Joyd, where my road manager now. I tell Joyd, now business manager say, I beg when we go, no interview. No, we dey go greet chief and things because I get show evening. I go tired, go greet. The Ebony people, they only contracted me to come and do a show, performance. I tell them from my house in front, say, when we go, we know they go greet chief. We know they go radio station. When we, because it be long journey, when I catch, I won't enter my hotel. At least freshen down. If me I decide, say I won't go radio station, listen to what I talk. Because they me and them no agree. Me, I don't know who I talk to, me and them agree that thing. Go, we catch the town there. We catch Kita, they roam with me, and I know say, they watch it, say me, I like true. I like true money. Where am I see my fans? I like true money, but my feeling, no tell me say make a true money. 1. 2. And they say I'm like, why we catch the time inside? We with the room for the town. Where I don't understand. Like I don't understand with the room because the room with the room, nobody knows it. If we want to converse because the whole lot of converse. They just see a Santini and convoy can pass. There may be some ministers and my convoy can pass. So nobody even know who they pass because I don't come out myself. And the room for the room for actually we catch the town there like before take me go hotel safe make I go pack my things put them down at least and decide if me now want because if I see the feeling for the town me say Charlie maybe playboy already so I say Charlie we go enter town go throw some money small and make the post say we enter town you understand that kind of feeling. They drive it boy. Say, as they drive, what I see, they take me go enter radio station. Oh. Once again, agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. Without reason for settlement, you don't tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement, yo. As I say, they go enter the radio station. Once say the car with me at the inside, I say, make the driver no follow the cars with the enter the radio. Make them move, go someplace, go back. Where I call my business manager and my road manager, Joey. What I tell them, say, what they happen here? What I tell them before we can't catch Kita? What go come out them my mouth? I call them, see, I don't tell them, see, when we come here, I beg. It be show where they contract me for. We know they go great chief and those kind of. I go tired. The show said the evening, Charlie. I know how people they love me, and I know if I have to get into the crowd, Charlie. Sometimes before we go, your voice up, everybody go to talk to you. My voice all go to strain. Right now, if I go straight, if I don't go fish out. So I wanted to keep that energy for my lovely people of water. I ask them that question. Say, be this. I tell you from a cry before we catch here. They say one of the organizers. Or whatever, we they part of the show people say me. If I no go come the radio station, then they no go take me go my hotel. That be one. If they no go take me go, if I no go come the radio station, so make I pack my luggage where I take from my car. Or come the radio station, massa. The next thing will come out be say the show said they no buy ticket. People they see the videos he come out, people see the people they did there. The guys see the show said they no buy tickets. So if I know come the hotel, if I know come the radio station, there's no way you go take we go the hotel. Whatever I go do, make I do. Yes, I did whatever I did. And my fans will never be pissed.
Okay, so Chamo. Before say, unyan sema obeka ehye wo but bedro so to wase. Na sana Shatta narrate ade yi utimo say insem kakra ho no fe bi no what you say I'm koyi kra am Shatta in the team no and apart from that so no me hwe say anka consideration bi o man ko bit ma hwe fans na anka bi o de egufu ana say nipa emotions beto nche na why any show na for we na wa blasting microphone na anka ne so anka enye bad it no wo de Roland ana okay say me can say into a so now Bulldog and so aba be release on I mean the lawyers have be release sermon ama Shatta writ of sermon ama Shatta and then in it no me just person can just the independent say an action have been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiff Lawrence Nana Isiama Hansen alias Bulldog. You are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you, inclusive of the day of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you. Charles Nyama Mensa Jr. alias Shatta Wale Bandana, and take note that in default of your so doing, judgment may be given in your absence without further notice to you. Okay, you may move on to the next one. I'll say, wherefore the plaintiff claims from the defendant as follows. One, a declaration of the court that the series of publication made by the defendant as particularized in the statement of claim are defamatory to the plaintiff. Two, a declaration of the court that the series of publication made by the defendant in the statement of claims are malicious. Three, an order of the court directed at the defendant to, on all his social media pages or accounts, make a publication on 7 consecutive days of an unqualified retraction of the unreserved apology for the defamatory words that the defendant has published about the plaintiff. Such retractions and apology to be vetted and approved by the plaintiff's lawyer. 4, an order of the court for perpetual injunctions restraining the defendant, his agents, workmen, assigns, and servants from publishing or further publishing any defamatory words against the plaintiff. 5. Okay. 5. General damages for defamation. 6. Special damages for defamation. Punitive damages for malicious publication of falsehood against the plaintiff. Cost and then any other orders or remedies that the court may deem fit. That the court may deem fit. I know you so there a court can be whatever to me.
Mostly people get disappointed because court made him fit with him cat panacho. Now the why the court made him fit now. I didn't know.
What's the court make? Okay, there's a process to it. Court make any man 15 million.
But most of the time that's how it good. Anything I can do, open say no. When you have the court, most of the times that's how it goes.
Okay,
so well, anyway, they were specific for certain things, and our model court made him fit in it twice. And
all right, so yeah, if you have I don't know that was from the court sermon to Shatta, the absenteeism of performing.
Okay. Basically, say when you go to court, say but they will read and run a statement of claim. And no any panel there some back court no or they chere the opposite court in your man based on facts our san ye law e wo meremu or can we are now I can't the opposite court in your man into no the one can court ni ntimi nyama ebia ye di asem na na boss dim say me person ka court ni ye ni say come ho no ashegu so the bow statement of claim ni now ye law na no be boa ma waye no
okay
and nti na o ma ebia obeye sa ni nyina we ebia na ne refi bibi no na o de asem say and what the court may deem fit
what the court may deem appropriate
into no into so mo yes what it means is ebia in the case in the course of course no na o kai bibi say court ne yanka ho a ono be argue e wo court o na as a what they prompt court and say we the man fancy monty ya who be Maninye dim fit mami. And is a court and then ya adwena a beer court no de beka ho. And yes idea the oma kind of specific no most of times I know na say e call ema oma court no be gina so. E dey e bi won to cry court ntim ga da bi. We dey are not den do mate so. And I say okay we dey say there ye enti yem fan kosa no my enti no interesting days ahead. I think how enema beko because now no avena Shatta and so kwakoye appearance or no so kwako kana asem na afide de omumi no de ahyehyɛ so say omo then the court will proceed enya small journey in here kono I say when you hear it like this you feel say bia after 8 days na you be the case no there be so onya enter appearance we are omo next step yes say omo beko akotena se aye rules omo de be di asem no say asem na aye be di no ubetimi aye we untimi nye we ye be kan bibi say o person ye bibi say say ni ye no omo the rules be ebe to omo aho ansa na ya she date say okay date say bulldog na ye plenty ono na be di kan asem na ya man dey a ono be court na wa be kan asem na o matro ni nyina ni evidence a wo ne hwan nyina na ebi o ha na yibe ne lawyer be ebe guide no nti ne lawyer no be ka ha nti asem we no dey ni see no wa chirichirim okay asem we no o na wo se wo ye wo den no wa chirichirim asem sa o wie ono ni de na a no zokro betimi atake days or months nti ono wie ni de wie a na Shatta nso ne lawyer aba no Shatta nso aba be kan de na lawyer na guide no wa chirichirim ni hwan bibia o mu wie a na cross examination aba okay na bulldog lawyer na cross examine Shatta lawyer no o wie a na Shatta lawyer no wa asem bi kan fa ho a na ono nso asan akra ne ono ane client no asan nso ne na ye o mu wie a na ono nso attend na bulldog nso so aba no I ain't no this is not a small journey na ye kono yeah it could be
sorry say Shatta with the claims now bulldog call it for now if Shatta should just respond and then retract and then do all the necessary requirements on this one man
I no nye Shatta ensem bi me no be bulldog ho enti na bia Shatta lawyer betimi afre bulldog lawyer no ana bulldog no aka chen say Charlie asimu mpese ye ni fi nti monko yin free court not na oni na koka no kokoam nti omo ka wi a then bulldog lawyer ebe san court aka say me anam de asemi ba me withdraw because ye koka ni fi
okay there me person be chene say unso omo man within 8 days starting from the time omo nsaka sermon say otimi ba abonten ebe retract the words no ne sa ne man nyina na like bulldog is requesting from or yes and so be katiana
enim ye board the stamp so and no baby be this okoko to ne koye no the either say Shatta ne beka no maye ana Shatta kokko to beka my lord and tell me your de abenyina nsem hunu me asem no kra me ni bogu we hello mu ha cry che say asem we bia nyansa bia ni minti entu enti say judge ne omo ya adwena na wabogu ono ma anya jobe masa ensem hunu na woka no wo bibi papa bia beka asem no yebedi ni date say na or the date na ba e bia ono lawyer mo mehia me ne yemfa mra ewo eho mra asem bia yebedi bia civil case like this no there are some rules are govern until omo obia ne lawyer betena se na omo kire say obetimi say untimi say obetimi de we aba untimi fa we ma so one yes what happens at times and say lawyer bi betimi a call for witness bia witness e be hwehwe na and you know during obetimi aka say ebia for a reasonable amount of day ebia person of witness na there e be ma 3 months within the 3 months and fa witness ne bra and you know so one for now ma you give a reasonable year chese ampa when you we sinti na wa ma na ebia ya extend na ma na emom wo ba na wa me asampa bia kan ye be bogu ye be to aso so because wa anya sa de na and then Jesus Christ ba anya sa dem ye nyi and you know we have a long way to go but it's interesting let's see how ebeko
okay yes all right now obeto yentoa so the absent side of it.
Yeah.
Why Shatta didn't perform?
Yeah, why Shatta didn't perform? Hogbe Chuchu. I mean, I'm very happy. Say Shatta about out about the kind of side of the story, and this is because yesterday in Confubia Drama, I read a comment of visit how can Chamo be so ignorant and not know say Shatta Uncle Busho no is an issue and he is just defending anything at all and all that. But Obinso be replied and say he doesn't have the facts, so how is he going to respond? And my message yesterday was clear. Say I wish Shatta will come out with his reasons not performing. Then we interrogate to say Shatta or reasons with there. It's not good enough. And I Shatta our reason with there. Me no yeah. That's what I said yesterday, and I'm happy say yeah bad this time around. Shatta Abba out. Abba be church ninsemu. And what here and dynamic say when it comes like this, omo hesitate quick to come out. Yes, most of them will still stand by wherever they are. They are not going to change their mind like that. Just that they will now use other forms to argue. I no Mark can say I'm moral test no be to me pass it. Obia not one single person on this earth able to me a pass moral test no. And to say all the kofa assembly we know where you stand. You are against Shatta. And how they are kofa. If you are not against him, won't fan for because I want to hear the second stage of it is either you are using that to advise him or you are using that to direct him say this is the better way to go. And that is not part of the argument. You have to be logical here and talk about what is happening and the action that the person took. Because impression that we got at the time assembly bar out now, say Shatta Koju Bisika showed Ruha Wankobo. And that's not good. I didn't think about Koju Bisika. Na so Kobusho na Wankobo. And then I know and almost about out. You
mean that was the impression?
Of course, that's the report I buy.
So the report, was that not the case or the situation, or that was the
impression? And some of us said, say, let's wait and also hear Shatta's side of the story. The best way I made did this and confirmed by the organizers and not by out and you bet me account without even waiting for Shatta. Say, or mobile no, then come back say. Shatta me bosho no na ye ne nkomodie mu ne do ye ne say any senti no so omosho no. We know a good example is the case Daniel's case. The organizers came out, gave us the reasons why case Daniel amebo without case Daniel even talking. I remember we were on this platform and Sammy Flex asked me whether case Daniel can come out and say something for me to say that okay it's reasonable. And then I remember I told him that unless he will come out and say that all that they have said is not true. That's what I said on this platform. Say case Daniel no can say all the what the organizers are saying is not true. Okay, then what is it? You to tell us your part of the story. But until then, let's deal with the reasons. And you can. In the case of Shatta, there no, Omo and Shatta reasons now. And one is a near so show. He came and then after some time or Danin and his alcohol, but or this connection.
In this case, no, do you see them coming out to say their side of the story too? Exactly,
that's what I'm expecting them if they have anything to say at all. Because Omo the can become there. And now Shatta na become there. Now if they think Shatta is lying or what Shatta is saying is not true like that, maybe why not Omo person massage na why not? They have the right to do so. Because for us, we will just see what is available to us in terms of the communication or the information coming out. Then we take our decision or we take the standard we want. But I can assure you there are some people already they have their stand. Both on Shatta side and on the other side. Wherever they are, they have their stand. And there's nothing wrong with that. It only becomes wrong when you use some form of measure or some form of argument that nobody will fit. That's where me I'll have issues with you. And yes, I now say okay, Shatta, what you confunisika? I'm insisting that no matter what happens to you, you have to play the show. Then we know your stand.
Okay.
Then we go for it. Because say Shatta, I never cry no more because that's their man, and he can't do anything wrong. That one too, they have their stand. And then we will have people who will just analyze based on information available. And I try to do that, or I try to be part of it. That's why yesterday I was so cautious of talking about it, because I said I want to get Shatta's reason before I go ahead and also share my opinion. And I'm very happy that he has done that. And my opinion is simple. I think they didn't treat him fairly.
Okay.
And a lot of people will not take this thing, what happened. If what Shatta is saying is anything to go by, or if we go by his narration. And since we don't have any contrary information, I think Shatta is telling the truth. In fact, I watched the whole video, and he said that this time around I will not shout so that you say that Shatta they open, or I will be calm and tell it.
And indeed he was.
And tell you what happened there. And in fact, before that, he even narrated some of the issues were similar a year abba. And this time around, yes, for I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what Shatta did. And my reason is that nobody can stand or will want people to disrespect them. When you disrespect people, they will definitely take an action. Where I may differ with Shatta is the kind of action that you take when somebody disrespects you. We know the basic one. When somebody disrespects you and you can't do anything about it, you either forget about it, or you cry, or do whatever, and then you go your way. And the other side is that when somebody disrespects you and you think you can do something about it, then you also give it to them. Just that when you are also disrespecting people and you didn't calculate well, then you may also face the consequences. Like when two men are talking and it gets to that point, the tension part where it can get physical. Both of them will be thinking, so if it gets physical, can I fight this guy? In their head though, at the point of argument, the one who thinks that or no be ready to stop, and this will be or no be jai first.
Okay.
And in the same way, Yebeka say jai no way nyaya. Yet me bonam one who say or I make a wrong decision. So the same thing can apply to what Shatta did. At the point, Shatta can say that, okay, I want to punish this guy for disrespecting me. And the disrespect is that I've traveled from Accra to Keta to play a show for you. In fact, before coming, I called. In fact, after even negotiating and telling you that I'm only coming for the show, I won't do any interview. In fact, even if I will do interview, I will do it in Accra. He said, okay. He did the Accra interview. Now, he has, after the Accra interview, this is the date. The journey just continue. Now we are in Keta. Then, before even coming there, he called you again and said that, Charlie, when I get there, no, let's go and greet a chief, let's do this. I can't do it. In fact, I just want to play the show and go my way. At that point, still organizers can say, if you not do that, we don't need you here, go. You said, oh, it's okay, come. Then the guy came. Then you decided to take him to radio station. That's a disrespect. And even after complaining, after Shatta complaining that, Charlie, the way you guys are treating me, I don't like it. Please take me to my hotel. Still, no. In fact, he had to go and park somewhere, waiting for the next action, or for him to hear that if you don't come to the radio station, then we are not showing you your hotel. That is the topmost disrespect that you can give a star like Shatta Wale. Okay. And I doubt if they would do that to any foreign artist at all. That just right from the airport, let's go to a radio station. After that foreign artist has told you, like on paper or orally, that please, I won't do any interview. Do you think they will do that to anybody at all?
That's a big question. Thank you very much, Chemo.
No, let me end it this way.
Okay.
Let me end it this way. If for those who are arguing that yes, he should consider the fans and play instead of just going, that's the moral level that nobody will pass, because at any point in time in your life, you will do something that somebody can tell you the opposite of it, that is also reasonable that you can take. So if you say Shatta should, instead of punishing the guy,
organizers,
yes, and the punishment is that when because he refused to play, they have lost money. They have paid him already, and now he didn't play, but he has pocketed the money. The next step is that maybe you take him to court to take back your money, or you will lose it. Even the court will say, Shatta, I agree with you, take the money. That's another level that they are going. You say, okay, ignore the organizer. Just consider your fans and play. Are you going to use that same moral standard and tell the organizers that ignore Shatta? Just let him have his way so that the fans can also enjoy. Or you think that Shatta should take that moral standard, but we shouldn't use the same moral standard for the organizers? That's not fair. If you think that Shatta should consider the fans and play, why are you not also telling the organizers to consider the fans and just take Shatta to his hotel room so that he can play for the fans to enjoy?
I feel like two wrongs don't make a right.
Of course, but the point is that
if they've done the mistake, you don't also have
it's not a mistake. Okay. That the point I'm making, that is the moral standard that nobody will pass.
Okay.
Even despite after sharing chicken for widows and all that, we know what happened. People were saying it's waste of money, and again, it's a ritual for him to make more money. Even despite couldn't pass that test. Nobody. I mean, the recent one, Elon Musk. Some people are saying 44 billion can take care of a lot of poor people. Why are you using it to buy Twitter? Who can pass that moral test? So yes, after all the conversation and argument going on, you can sit Shatta down and say that, Shatta, you know, you have a very good case, but next time, please, not all the time, but sometimes, just consider the fans and lose some money. Because if I were Shatta, or I was closer to him at that time, I could tell him, Shatta, forget about these people. You pay the money. Let's find a hotel for you. Forget about their hotel, and then play the show for the fans. Later, we will deal with them. That is a moral advice that you are giving Shatta. It's not part of the argument. And I think when somebody talks to him like that, he will listen. He's a human being. He has feelings. In fact, you are saying that he doesn't care about his fans, but he's the only artist that we know who throw money for the fans to pick them. So if Sarkodie will not throw money, but something like this will happen, Sarkodie will just consider the fans. He will go and play for the fans to be happy. Now you think Sarkodie thinks about the fans. Shatta Wale will throw money for the fans to pick, but if you disrespect him, he won't play. He doesn't care about the fans. This kind of standard, who will pass? Okay. Based on where you stand, then you will either judge him that he is not doing it right, or you will also stand with him. But if you want to be analytical and fair, I think nobody will pass that moral standard, so they shouldn't bring that one in. And what Shatta did was a perfect response to somebody disrespecting him to that extent.
Okay, thank you very much, Emo. You've done a lot. You've said a lot, from the court case to the not performing at the Hugbe Chocho. Roland, you already have the mic. Just do yours, but you know.
Yeah, Barry.
Do it, Ronaldinho style.
Let me start with the court case and clear it off, because it is in the hands of the court. In fact, I am not even surprised that Bulldog is taking this tangent. You know, they say whoever alleges must prove, and it will depend on when they allege on you. It is all dependent on you to either take action or let go. and it also depends on the gravity of whatever has been alleged on you. So me, I am not surprised Bulldog is actually taking the stance, and let's follow through and see how it goes. Whoever needs to be punished, I agree. The court should see what the court sees it fit. They should give it to the person. The court should just do their job and let everything go to rest and let everybody know they are smoking.
And deem appropriate or deem fit.
Yeah, they should give it to them. Now, to the reason why Shatta Wale did not perform. Okay. You see, yesterday I told you I had some one or two that I was waiting for him
to come out
and say it himself. And when you look or when you listen to Shatta's report and you listen to the narration Captain Smart also gave, there were some few things that you can find in Shatta's report and also find in Captain Smart's report. Now, the other ones are the other elements that you would use to make your argument. So, Shatta said that he met some of the team members when we got to Keita. Captain Smart also in his narration also confirmed that some of his team members or the organizers' team members came to meet Team Shatta in Keita. In fact, they saw them. Now, the other one also has to do with the fact that they led them to a radio station for an interview which they both did not agree on. Captain Smart said it, Shatta Wale also said it. Now, the ones that we are going to base our argument on are the add-ons that they added to these two narrations, because we see these two narrations in both reports. The ones from the organizers, now I am treating Captain Smart's report as that of the organizers, because even and adding it to the how do you call it, the press release, the apology that they released. You see, they made their narration was very shallow, which is why they even weren't able to give detailed information as to even their side of the story, why they even think Shatta Wale did not perform. So this shows clear gap in their report. So to me, being in Shatta's team or being part of Shatta's team, that was exactly what happened. In fact, these are some of the things that went on, and I would say he even did not narrate all. And I am tempted to believe that probably he is waiting for a counter statement or counter argument so that he would also come with some of the information, because if the organizers would also have a different story to whatever he said, they have every right to also come and counter. But they all boils down to the fact that, okay, what actually happened that made him not perform? And the only thing was the disrespect.
Okay.
I said yesterday that there are so many people, the way Chemo would handle your disrespect, it would be different from the way I would handle, same way Nana Reagan would handle. So, now let's say that something happens and let's say you slap Chemo. Chemo can let it slide. But maybe Reagan will not let it slide. Even if you give the same form of measure to Reagan, he will not let it slide. That is not to say that Chemo is an angel than Reagan. Maybe he will let it slide today, but you call him tomorrow, whereby it is a life-saving opportunity for you, and you will not get him.
When it is somebody snatching your,
yes,
your tablet.
you would not get him. You get it? But this person will react to it in that same manner, and next time when you call him and it is in line, he would respond. So let's not treat the reaction alone, or let's not base our argument on the reaction, but let's also see the action that came and treat it as well. Because I've said that Shatta's way of reacting to the issue was his reaction. And no bet to me, I don't know why. Somebody, yes, there are so many people are more facing these challenges. Even the video not long ago, Also can say the Sikakra half came, but because of whatever he felt, so betimi ayama fans. Oh yeah. He ignored. But you see, sometimes some of these things, these red flags, happen. One year, you might find yourself wanting. I give you this example. Time now, Kelvin Boy recently Oko UCC. Our through stage now. No. You see the excuse the organizers give. Almost see a man a specific time. Man a specific place he was. So even Sophia Crown Poba, there was a hotel for him to even go and rest. Till time now, the man is on performing and sana waba. The guy disregarded all of that. Thinking so a superstar, so he can come the time that he wants, climb the stage and go. And the organizers showed him, say, this is what we want you to do. You did not follow to the call. So we will not even allow you to perform. Kiddy, on the other hand, did the same thing, followed, and even climbing the stage, he saw some of these red flags sounding Juma. Wake off. But for the love of whatever he felt as at that time, he still wanted to climb the stage and perform. And we all saw what happened to him on stage.
Kelvin Boy, no, or was show back who are crying.
You understand? No agreement said this time be way man. So you see how the organizers reacted. You see how they treated Kelvin Boy. As if say or you be on the name of a stage invader. That's how they treated him. And you can't blame them because there was an agreement. You understand? So if you agree with the person, say, Udru has say, and it is not as if say Nipane Bano, the person did not alert you. If the person had not even alerted you, say me Bano Abi Piho impromptu, then you can say, whatever inconvenience that probably you faced was out of the fact that I had no idea you were even coming. Then we can confidently say or stay emphatically say, Charlie, you two, they don't call you this time where you appear like that. But this is an arrangement that you have made with the person. Say Oba A, B, C, D now obey. Now the person gets there and A, B, C, A, C, B, D. The person complains. And you still want the person to feel, say, it is no more a business, but a favor now.
That is how the whole thing kind of look like.
Exactly. A favor now, for you to come and tell the person, say, if the person doesn't meet a demand, your demand, a demand that was not even part of the agreement, you will not fulfill part of what you are not supposed to, or of what you are supposed to do. Who does that? Who brings a demand at the last minute that even was not agreed on and use it to replace something that they are supposed to do in an agreement?
The organizers.
Charlie, who does that?
The organizers.
And that is the result. You see, so now, as much as me, I am say, in business or even in your friends, reputation wise, it is not good for Shatta. But I tell you, it will go a long way to save other people from some of these disrespect. Not long ago, Stoneboy came from one of his stores and complained about how they were treated even with some Nigerians. Say a mom moko tent no more the end the buy and on the idea baby. Meanwhile, their colleagues from different countries also came and they were given the different treatment. So do you think say and also buy na one come asem no kind? This means that next time, probably when he is called by the same event organizers on the same show, they will do something right for him in order to save face. It is not about today, but it is about what somebody would also face tomorrow. And these things we can't blindly say enkoso. Enkoso de bia. Just like but most of the ones are yet say artist at the respective event organizer, or artist does not consider event organizer, or artist did not consider the fans. You understand? But event organizer no also consider fans no and go out of his way to save the show nimpo. We are failing to look at that particular point. Tidal rave, even artist security crowd was a problem. But meanwhile, when you check the artist radar, I'm not sure say now an artist like Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Sammy, Shatta Wale would give a radar without security detail. Yet these artists were not even added security detail. Okay. And it is part of an agreement. All so right. If event organizers cannot go out of their way to save shows, and artist also decides to play that same card to them, let's not hold the artist neck and say hey, Modi do say I consider the fans. But if somebody else is supposed to also play part in making the thing successful, then we as a event organizers and some more artists in favor, instead of seeing it as a partnership or a business.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Roland. Yenti Regan, the final submissions now. Sorry for you.
Yeah. In 20 minutes on.
Dana.
Okay. Because almost 15-20 minutes. Okay, so my man started with court issue. The other day when this whole beef started on this same platform, I say I am very disappointed in one don. Shatta Wale. Pacho me pay beevis ewo me submission pacho pa. Mama me focus. Obi. Because asem na me ba be ka no. Nyame asem na me de ba be ma Shatta Wale. Enye ni pa asem. Unze Shatta Wale oji nyame di pa. Or a very spiritual. Nti me kasa o nyame nyanse mu atwen. That's it. Nti mpa mo me pay beevis. Me kan wa say me disappointed wo the beef no ne bulldog no. And me disappointment and yes say anka bulldog kasa no mo nkasa bi. And as anka bulldog attacking no more attack you. I was expecting him to be very strategic with the beef. Nanka yembam be wie ewo court sermons ya ababi wie. What the American say? Because me feel say this court assembly be back and forth and it is going to, for me, I think it is even going to drag the energy of Shatta Wale. It is going to like a bit stressing. Yeah. What would he on a prophet for no any IGP police court issues and send back and forth in the HBR, including medical. No? You could clearly tell how frustrated and stressed these artists were, and the kind of frustration they are wasting their time.
Yeah. When they're supposed to be in studios.
Are they way see no? Are we do? Was saying tenacity? Do we have to sit back and watch certain actions? It will lead him into that same situation again, Anna. That is the question. Uncle Sanke ni na yembusa yon. Sanke ni na yembusa yon. Nyama clearly actions are Shatta taking no. Ebetime de end results we aba. Ebetime de akwako we say obi be see obi. Ama ya akwako ye court back and forth and na ye drag Shatta wa ha or chane ye twene wa na ye say wa. Some of us didn't want this part of this whole thing to happen.
Shouldn't have gotten to this extent.
No. And this is not the first time Shatta Wale is beefing somebody. We can tell records where Shatta have been strategically where beefy obia can assembly or person catch any pan be catch any area anko we police station as anko we court. But we can we free ne ho wa can be a person can be AC.
Total defeat.
But any baby I am pempen so I ekoi and no na ye pa na that's the question.
So anyway, you have no question to ask about it. I'm on your money, and has gotten to that level.
Yes, say sebi o. Okwasia, and I'll say ye do yende yen. And actually, be na nyasa no mbu no. Yes. Asembia for obi ho. Asembia e for obi ho. Say nde say Shatta when the freedom no ye ni business or running the business up and down. So oko and lo no so the rule and ko. Okay. Unlock voter region. Or the road and why? Now Roland take an me Asante ni me nya me ya egbeni and law me kanu Asante kasem me ye Asante ni okono ode Roland ko me boa yes ochine bi na betimi aba say business bi be PM e bi ya another person so edinti asem bi afo bi ho say ne ko ba ne say me ba
is it your fault and is it Roland's fault they are doing this thing?
See the American now you will get the answer to that question. The American say ne no say only time obia event promoter bia ka say because say na asem work out into let's hold on with our business dealings with him. What it means is that say Roland your contract say no and they then call unlock any man itu ya na ke bia sa akitua no on the part of Shatta's company member until some be we court assembly even if it takes 2 days for them to go through this court case it is a waste of time. Massa, we are in difficult times so 1 minute crowd may say 1 minute crowd from your daily you crap on what risk 1 minute o shrena mfaso bia ambaswa what risk so we should be conscious of what we are using our freedom and time to do, and these are some of the things some of us we were speaking yem pese ebe hu nyama biemu aka nye December man e ba be re Shatta e post flyers and no dey obi so business engagement bi on ne be ya na e koso na ye ni na ehon propro ya na say ehon faso de nketenkete bi na ahon so ubenya as presenter as pandit as we no na so wenya na we didi but any if he has to be going to court say when American say even they take you 2 days scratch to spend 48 hours scratch master they have lost huge sums of money into me a honor ya me ya say ya ba bedroom pempen so say en Ghana for ye pesa de no dodo ye betena se ya assembly one ma ye betimi there's unavoidable measures to take but ye betena wa ye hwe hanya ma asem na ba.
What would you have done as Reagan baby out here?
Ye de kasa na ye beka
ebetimi amasa jaya na
tie ye futuo ene kasa because artist no money ni na obi anka se nyansa panditry na ye ya na present na ye nimu nchen obia but unya akonya se ya dia obetimi aka nipa no okoda ni sum ye so beka so okay akwawe factors and indicators are all disclosing or point out no e no crese bia ye tosuko se ye be say into mamenye say. Here on this platform, we have said so many things. We have shared so many comments, opinions, and views. And they, artists ni bebre di juma. So that is what we are expecting. Say in Sammy ba na so wo hwe na de we akeka koi e betimi akwa wie wo boni ma na betimi akwa wie wo impempenso we ya you talk, you speak. Na nipa no on dream no kase okay chale e bia sa time no ka ebufuo mu no onye obi po ma na nkasa ncho beka so okay let me calm down and let me take care of or let me be careful with some of the actions I want to take. Na ya nhwe han asem ni bewie pe na fi ya take position foforo Ghana 4% den dodo baby akwako wie eye mode ana ena budo akwako siu Shatta Wale ena share statement of claims bi omo ye ena ye we said the chemo kan enye 1 month 2 months asem no mba be di no so uti ase anim the way betimi akọ back and forth you will know if you are, I am sure say Shatta crowd having that experience of prophet for on the court back and forth now he will have some of these thoughts say so does that mean say I'm also going to go through this same stress and he doesn't need it as an artist, especially when we are entering December omukoko season mbebo shows ajiska.
So in a nutshell, you want to blame Ghanaians for what Shatta and Bulldog.
I am blaming anybody who had the opportunity to say something for Shatta to Ebia. Yes, I'll be beef in you, bet. Say, okay, let me choose some of my actions right. Let me do this. Say the bayan yes, I did.
Then it shouldn't be Ghanaians.
Now they me blame on me Ghanaians.
He or she has no idea about it. But so specify say Ghanaians.
The entire America say Ghanaians no. Ye na yete platform so na ye kasa. Obi nso won a small Twitter space or can be. Obi a Facebook page or can be.
Did you say it? No can be.
Oh yes, me can do a platform. me can be so it's and the menya response be from him. Obetimi etie a on fa phone friends and an arrogant was na kind of metie.
Otie and can do.
And also what?
Let's go.
The point I am making is say enya me a obetie me. Ebi a me na we ntie me, baby a chemo kasa bia and kobefa. Ebia Sammy Flex can be and kobefa. Ebia Roland can be obefa nti enya me specifically as Nana Reagan saying something for him to take. That's not the point. It's I'm using Ghanaians.
And I'm saying, say, I'm not disputing what you're saying or the fact. The mention say, what's Sammy Flex? It could be Chemo, it could be me, it could be anybody in the industry. What I'm trying to make you understand is say, Bulldog and Shatta, they didn't pay attention. Anything I could do, you don't get that. Per what you are saying.
Oh, the American or Motias and Motias. But the court issue in the bachelor here. Like I said, those who want to understand what I'm saying, I am sure the Shatta Nakansa, he will get the point. Obochocho show now, man. In fact, when the issue started or reports started coming in, some of the commentaries that were going on, I got pissed. Me bufu ye pan, me in trouble. Because I say, some of this, say who say, so who say, kwanoa. Now him say your enemies are on my position who say you don't take tactics enemies strength over you. So in the careful steps that you have to take, it has to be against the ebema nkrophobia wuji di say omompe wasem na woni momo ebema omo ahoden bi energy bi and I say right reasons be to do their or to take their actions against you. That is the reason, first reason make us say me bufu here. Because that time I mean full details in here. Now coming back to Onia FM ni ebony for statement no release here. So statement in kwa vindicate Shatta Wale in the sense that who read this statement in a year. Na se o se enye brofo pena ya churu nti no. Se brofo be hunu na now reading ni na oti ase ya. Omo state any wrong reasons be anti Shatta Wale am performing. So we do almost statement no more there to abontina. And as smart and political they want to be, they were quelling grammar for it to make Shatta look like yet ya okana waftina convoy mu ya han ka ma na wa ba hono na wa be twasi na okọ e na ye frost na ofon kuredum. That is the position our muteki whole statement in the whole statement understanding in and after coming on Unia TV to do interview to say he will come and blah blah blah. So in a nutshell what they are trying to say is say Shatta Jiska wa agree so beba be bosho wa ba be interview but wamba Captain Smart ka organizers no one.
Say he's part of the Onia definitely is part.
Oma bom So taking Shatta Wale from Accra to unlock voter region, Ukita convoy. Now Aba. The first thing is what they call radio station. Where radio station a crap on the sanke wo most state wo and as no state wo artist rider na the man munimu and as mo contract paper one and as a verbal one mo crapa anke nye bufu anke honom na ebetimi so ni Shatta agi so bi anka time ni nti anka de kan koye na mo ko kire hotel na wakoda na enka ho eno ye by force demand say when you do kronimu de o de na kwa akokoye radio interview because on ton ticket here. That is what will make it na dabio enkrofo na omugu ehonom na bi mu ya argument say anka Shatta en consider omo no pacho omo ye nwe and what show said they were even there because of Shatta. Dabio no they show this is a festival anamebo. How can you even say one ton tickets for a festival Shatta Wale bet me about performing to the crowd and until you want to do what and you know you are making new demands out of your agreement. Now the no no con say wanya umfani nko hotel. And they were expecting Shatta Wale to just sit in his car and they're setting 3. No, because uncle intervene in kind of agreement. Mo manatene diase. Move your master about a friend. Ebi kura na ne ka no me chie ne ento ebi obu adamu kakra. Now about be friends and patch your time and so be sen perform no we see form no we di wechi. Because one man $30 billion US pounds. I think it's about time people need to hire the services of right professional correct people for them to execute certain tasks at every point in time. In our space, let's take those critical things very, very serious. Because natural can be about moral. Moral and common we are the intimate film. But let us push for the right people to do the right thing at the right time. Anything that make us a Captain Smart, any team no more on from Oma Bon. Because if for nothing at all, a honomana mo crap on the was a monk say, okay, what they also on your interview now. Moment fanning ko hotel. Who could do hotel honomana one watch share odi ni room kiosk a room card that man na we room where we be our freshen up no. Oh yeah, they are best serving the duane. Obe man bibi kakra no. Kasa time no. We are fan sanka ni bibi aka na nti ni 3 man de de. Nanka o de nkomode kakra. Interview no by force studio penny interview. Shatta Wale's road manager could have equally gone to the radio station to grant interview. And now some betimi aye phone interview. Our hotel on ma on your mobile pepe and it will give you the same results. So why were you forcing after reporter saying that they now roll me on close to an hour after tripping or here from Accra to Anlono? What Odu Krona say what's that now you roll me about 1 hour? So what energy are you expecting somebody who performs from like 12 to 7 a.m. Like think about it too. An artist original and nice so no so no Jim Crawford chips away. A Jan in that stage from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. and he wants such an artist to travel from Accra to Anlo, and then what's that the nakoye run about and I run about him can the video now I'm sharing because the man here my crap and yes be a yinesi convoy be so and I all waving microphone. A lot of dignitaries were there, so the convoys were a lot. Went to Mikrampa and that if I say Shatta Wale is in town and he's here and can man 5,000. This is Shatta Jikita. Yeah, the whole faha ODP upia to scan now microphone on Bessano. Among Fasa Casano, they didn't cockroom say, oh, Shatta Wale abampa or befa acro to ska mekrami nebi. Sa and non quiet interview because energy and Crawford be room feel my catch a muniano say Shatta Wale aba. And no, it is more than people listening to radio station at a particular time because a lot of people to even listen to Shatta Wale's interview. So based on my argument is not even on Shatta explanation. No, it is on the statement. 70% of my argument is on their statement because I've read it over and over again and they have not been able to mention one like reason nti a Shatta Wale am performing nti o say ombra akra anka wo case anka wo na be state reasons no anya Shatta Wale una be state reason anya Shatta Wale so the omo ye no it is politics just to man crofon who say Shatta there say him say we need to buy na say no say they have to be very, very ashamed of themselves. Onia TV, lead organizers now they were taking care of Shatta performance winning now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Nana Reagan. The same way. Hey, Nana, they say we hit Nana Reagan or not. Road manager to Wendy Shea and our friends in team Solomon Dodu and also a YouTuber, anything considering YouTube on my way to me, contact no na bibia beko ye amount. Same way Roland Amate or your blogger, Roland's Report. My name MC Berryma. Yen fence that I can see and my currency that they get Rasta Richie Flex and of course Lapiji holding us down. And to you too for being a part of the family. And we have more for you on Sammy Flex TV. So stay connected to Sammy Flex TV. Peace and we are out.